That's Ajimambedu kick. I think that's been my most memorable moment as a Ghanaian football fan.
They were chasing me, at that time, everybody was happy and I was just messing.
Oh, come on, the whole nation was full of joy,
Celebrate it, and this is the 10th year.
Cap na ye fire no cap na boa me bebre eno na asesa mabrabo.
Ghana, a nation that exudes passion for football like no other. A place where events of the sport makes headlines, where people run through the streets when a goal is scored, and the sport is truly a religion. It is therefore in no doubt that the country has gone through many youth tournaments and excelled. The 90s were the best years. Title wins, conquering top opponents, penalty misses, heartache and delirium in equal measure. The dawn of the millennium was to spell good things for youth football in Ghana, but after making the final in 2001, where we were beaten by Argentina, we went on a dormant period of inactivity in that stage until 2009, when the stars finally aligned again for Ghana. Back on the big stage, the grandest of all, and for the first time hosted by an African nation, it was only right that an African country will win it.
Sometimes you go through that period, when you're relaxing home alone or where you you're watching football, and it really feels good, It really feels good that we were able to achieve that milestone. For me personally, I try to admire that a lot sometimes, because it was a really good feeling and a really, really good moment that we had in our football career.
The atmosphere was incredible. The number of people cheering on Ghana meant so much to me. I said to myself, I want to be part of it on the pitch. I want to give joy to the people of Ghana.
Ghana strolled through the group stages with 7 points after beating Uzbekistan and England and drawing the final group game with Uruguay. The more the talk of the 2009 squad comes up, the more the memory of the late football administrator Jordan Anagla lives on. Anagla was an astute football-loving man whose larger-than-life persona drew the players and staff close. His main aim was to do his bit to inspire a Ghanaian team to a trophy.
Coaches Mr. Jordan and Nankopomani Baby Panda. No, omo believe, omo treat it as a pennyful. And I know believe it. I remember the time when near Okata trending game be none and yet good at all. And Mr. Jordan by Becatcher say, wake up na economy and I don't say just for wake up near Quack or Jacob. Since that the moment on a man if you can crash and say no, say could tell the cry and
I think that says enough for someone to be a father for all the team. So I think he was a good man and he took care of everything in a good way.
Yeah, no finance. No, me who say cap need to because we share the late Jordan Anabula. In Zambia, or name can yet for game no crash starting now. were GJ Cup on everything Eddie Cup na Baganda.
We went to Qatar. I was sick. I couldn't do anything. Even I couldn't bend. So Jordan Anabla came to me. May he so rest in perfect peace. He came to me telling me, Daniel, whether you are sick or not, you are going, and you are the first group player. You are the one going to keep the post for the nation. So no matter what happens, you are the one going to keep this game. So when he told me, when he gave me this message, it boosts my morale to be happy and to know that even though we don't know who is going to keep, but he has given me confidence that I can do something for the nation.
Strong teams are built on character, and the large extent of the character the team exudes must come from a leader. Andre Ayew was named captain of that crop, and his work on and off the pitch was incredible. The forward had already featured for the senior national team in 2007 at age 16. His time as captain of that team is a memory he will keep for many years. That in his scrapbook is one of the moments that stand out. Captaincy meant huge pressure on his head.
Andre was a real captain at that tournament, for sure. He was a real captain. Like when I speak to him, I'm always like stressing that out because we have one or two jokes we speak about here and there, and he also sparked this a bit when we were sleeping, and he was doing. I think he was doing everything right as a captain. He was doing everything right. He was listening to the players.
I think with Andre Ayew being the captain and Ransford being assistant, they always come to us and preach to us. They don't behave like they are foreign players. They come and talk to us as local players also. So when you are going to Andre Ayew, you are free to talk to him. When Ransford to, you are free to talk to him. So no one was shy, even though we were not best of friends in the camp.
Ayew must have been very good, but a chunk of the work at that tournament in Egypt was orchestrated by the coach, Salas Tete.
I went to Liberty. He sacked me not to train with the senior team because Alhaji like Tete, may you so rest in perfect peace. He brought me to the. He spotted me in BT International. That was my coach. So when he brought me, Salas drove me out of the pitch because he told me to join the Liberty under 20 team. Not knowing when you are coming to Liberty as a player, they will test you that what kind of player are you? Are you the player who gives up easily, or are you the player who doesn't give up? So this is how he tested me. But I kept coming to Liberty and training with the Liberty. So he knew Daniel J will never give up when it comes to the difficult part. So he chose me as his number one, not just number 10. Every game they gave me at Liberty, I proved myself, and I was the first person to win Glow Top 4 for Liberty, and I was the best goalkeeper, best defender at my time.
Anytime Biano or catcher said the Yanko Patro no atro. Tina away at times say was say yes you ye BB na oblivion so much and intina or dear by intina yenye had been say ye bet
my first time meeting him because some of the guys actually went to the under-17s with him, so they already knew him, and after I joined the team, I started to kind of like know him, get closer to him, and know what all the guys were talking about, because he's not just a strict coach. He's always kind of like free and talks to you. Whatever you need, you go to him, and he's like a father figure to all of us, because he doesn't want to be just a coach. He just want to be there for us, and whatever you need, you go to him, you talk to him, and he's always willing to provide whatever that's going to help the team move forward. So he's that kind of person that will just give you whatever that's going to make you comfortable to give to give your best out there. So that is what he gave us, and that is what he's meant to us.
The night of the final, the instance many people remember, was not an easy one.
It was a tense match. I think somewhere in the first half, Ghana got a red card, and then the match was tough actually. Brazilians kept pushing pressure on Ghana, and then the penalty kick. I thought we had lost because I think one of our players missed, and then the Brazilian, I think is it Alex Teixeira or someone like that, had the opportunity to score the winning goal for Brazil, and he also missed. And that's Achimambedu kick. I think that's been my most memorable moment as a Ghanaian football fan.
I was in my room, I was watching the whole match, and then it was exciting.
I think that was the first time an African team won that tournament.
Actually, that night we were all gathered, I think, in one shop, in one barbering shop. We were all there, and then what we were doing is, we were all in that shop, and then we felt very happy when Ghana won that match, especially with a penalty shootout.
Ghana struggled to create meaningful chances in the game, and on the 36th minute mark, this happened.
Straight back to Brazil, and they can counter-attack with Alex Teixeira. Inkum gave it away, and that's going to be at least a yellow. It's a red. He was the last player, and Ghana will play the remainder of the final with 10 men. Ado is sent off.
As Ado walked off the pitch, it left Ghana between a rock and a hard place.
After my record in the bar, my pajama t-shirt like bench, and now it wasn't easy. At the bench, on the crowd, and you also so not much, even starting in the first like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, it wasn't easy for us because nobody was bossing.
For the starting of the game now, I think it's 15 minutes now, then Alado in a red card. So a team like Brazil, to play with Brazil, it's a very tough year at tax now EFAC at that point in time.
The Black Satellites held on until the penalty stage, where Ghana hardly ever wins. 10 years before, at this tournament, the Black Satellites had failed to qualify to the quarter-final stage after they were beaten by Spain. This team was keen to make amends, more so than the trophy being on African soil and the chance to become the first ever African country to win it. Ayew stepped up and scored. Inkum followed and scored 2. Jonathan Mensah came in third and missed.
Short run up. Goalkeeper saves. Advantage Brazil.
I missed my penalty, so I was thinking of Kotoka, what they were going to do to me, but we won it, so thankful and grateful.
Penalty, me born with training grounds, me training grounds in me boko keeper on the left side. So me boko me right. And me boy now chin at that moment me feeling bad say and then yetima ba so far to finals so what I say my dream mu dey na my dream mu emuntini me kra.
Adai, who was the youngest player in the team at the time's face after the Brazilians missed 2 of their kicks and Adia scored to level things up, has become one of the most abiding images of that tournament.
Say you do finals what penalty I say na the Ghana for be kan afa wo the mekan say Ghana for kumi.
The goalkeeper Daniel J was brilliant in goal for Ghana. His saves had kept the Satellites in the tournament for the most part, and in the penalties he stood tall again.
When we were about to play the penalties, I thought of doing it in the waffle. I saved 3 penalties, and at Liberty I always also save penalties. So before I was traveling to the World Cup, I had one goalkeeper in under 20 called Stephen Tuga. known as Agbani. We always play penalty after training, and I was good in saving penalty. So he also taught me how to also bring new things together. Even though he was young, that it helped me. When you watch the 2 penalties I saved during the penalties, he taught me how to move, because I was diving straight and I couldn't save it. So I said, okay, let me also introduce what he taught me, and through that I made it possible to save 2 penalties, even though one went outside. At training in the camp, I was also doing exactly what he taught me, to move on the line, to try to move on the line, so that I can also bring new skills for the opponent to be scared. And I did that, and it helped me to also save 2 penalties. So I am grateful to him.
It was like his moment, and we needed him. He was big. He saved us, many times till we even got to the final. So we all played a role in winning this tournament. But as a goalkeeper, we will be running the infield players. We will be running all over the place. But he's always focused, and when it came to his moment, he was always there for us. So he was a big part of the of our team.
With Ghana back on song after his saves, it was time to win it, and the honours fell on Emmanuel Agyemang-Badu to step up.
If Badu can score this penalty, is it Africa? Is it Africa? It is!
The video of Agyemang-Badu running the length of the pitch, waving his shirt, will forever remain the enduring image of the entire World Cup. The celebration in the streets was palpable. Ghana, world champions. You never quite hear that often.
7 minutes of the match. What an extraordinary ending to the final. What an extraordinary ending to the shootout.
Discipline, commitment, determination, and hard work that got us to where we got. So from things that I picked up from the under-20s, I realized we all got talent, but we need to work more. We need to be determined. We need to be focused on why we even started playing, and it has got me to where I am now.
We will forever remain the first African nation to do it, and every one of those players, Andre Ayew, Daniel Ejay, Gladson Awako, Daniel Addo, Jonathan Mensah, Samuel Nkum, Daniel Opare, Ransford Osei, Dominic Adia, Abeku Kwansa, Opoku Agyeman, David Adi, Emmanuel Agyemang-Badu, Rabiu Mohammed, and the rest of the team, irrespective of how their careers have gone, will always look to that as their proudest moment.